Hey, Tubes, Jonathan was wrong here. Truth on a budget. Just a quick one. Get a little bit of bedhead going. So, excuse me. Good start. So, just watching something on electric vehicles, and I sort of realized the scam. So the thing with electric vehicles is that it takes them a super long time to charge, and they don't really have a lot of range. So you're thinking, oh well, then how are electric cars gonna take over? Well, that's the scam. You can't go very far. Once we have the smart city initiative, everyone's stuck in a like a 10-mile radius. I'm just gonna assume you know all about that stuff because that's a whole different video. But anyway, if not, check it out because that's our future. Well, probably not ours. We're gonna be, in re-education camps or whatever. But anyway, I love when my video lags on very specific moments like that. Did it lag for you? It lagged for me. I'm still lagging a little bit now. It's freaking me out. It's like worse than like looking in a mirror. You know how in a mirror there's like a split second delay? Well, I notice it. I don't know. I'm weird. But it's like that, but way worse. It's distracting. But anyway, that's the scam. If you have an electric car, you can't go more than, but then you got like a 100-mile maximum, unless you want to charge your car for 10 hours. So think about that. How can you possibly do a cross country drive with an electric car? You can't. You got on a max charge, you're going about 290 miles with the most expensive Tesla, and that takes about 10 hours to charge. Now you can potentially go about 100 miles, 115, 120 miles with only a 15-20 minute charge with the same vehicle. Still has to be the high-end Tesla. But if you don't run into one of those charging, which I live in Massachusetts, which is a blue state. I've seen at least 2 or 3 Teslas. I've never seen a charging station. I don't know where they are. They're, I don't know. But anyway, so if you're going cross country, you have to have your route planned down to a T. It has to be exact, like if space travel were real. You need to have every inch of your excursion planned out, because at no point can you take a little detour or do a little go pass don't feel like taking a break yet. None of that. You would literally have to stop every within every 120 miles, or else your car would just be dead. It'd be dead in the water, and you'd have to. I don't know if Tesla has special Tesla charging people will come and charge your car for you. The cost of the charging stations are like 50 grand plus, between like 35 and 50 grand for a charging station. So it's not doable in a grand sense. It's not. You can't do cross country road trips in a Tesla. Unless you had a charger truck following you, or like I said, you planned your entire route, as far north as possible, because I doubt there's any charging stations down south past the Mason-Dixon, except maybe Texas, because Texas sucks now. But anyway, so yeah, that's the scam. We'll all have electric vehicles that are good for the environment, but we can't drive, more than 50, 100 miles. Get it? So they're finding all sorts of ways to restrict travel, be it through the COVID, the all this, and like I said, this. So it just sort of struck me that the issue is they have a terrible range, and I've as a person who's done a lot of driving, a lot of cross country stuff, I never had to worry. That I had to pull off in the boonies a few times, where they trick you, where there'll be gas station this exit, and you're driving 40 minutes into town before you finally hit the gas station. That happens, but you hit a gas station, or you could fill up a gas can. You can't take a spare battery with you. You can't take a spare charger. You know how much space that would take up. So yeah, the electronic vehicle, though very noble, though a nice idea, is not is non-conducive to a vast society. You can't go, city to city, state to state in an electric vehicle easily, if maybe at all. There's probably certain states that you maybe have one or two charging stations. I think that there's less than there's like 929. I think. Do you think that either way, under 1,000 charging stations in the whole of the United States? Less than 1,000. There's what, like 500 million gas stations. There's got to be like thousands of gas stations per state, easily. I could, I go by like 8 or 10 on my 20-minute drive to work. Well, half hour nowadays because everyone's a slow ski. But yeah, there we go. There's the trick. Everyone could get an electronic vehicle and not be able to drive far. I imagine that what will happen is they'll have these smart cities, and in between, if we get that far, and in between those, there'll just be nothing. It'll be nothing at all. So unless you have a special government, vehicle or a special transport vehicle, people will be physically unable to travel from smart city to smart city. Like I said, if we get that far, I don't think I'll never see it. I'll be in a cage. My head will be taken off before that. But yeah, just a thought. That's about it. Thought I'd get some nice crappy footage of myself. I don't like to look good on the internet. Who wants to look good on the internet? Anyway, that's it. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day and God bless you.